What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to today's rainy day in Middle Tennessee. Today's video. Confusion. So, I want to apologize first off. I mean, I kind of feel like I need to, but my computer literally completely just took a dump. The hard drive or something's all jacked up. I'm going to send it off and get some work done to it. Fortunately, my sister moved down here for the summer, and she has a pretty awesome PC for all her architecture stuff, so I'm kind of bumming off her PC this weekend, so that way I can edit these videos and get them up for you. So until I can get that stuff figured out, I hope I can still turn out videos as much as I can, but if not, sometimes taking a break from staying up till 1, 2 in the morning editing is going to be nice. So we'll see what we can figure out. Thank you guys for being patient. Don't worry though, I'm going to recap you on what all I've been doing. You guys are going to catch 2 videos this week just before this one, or the 2 videos this week that came before this one happened a couple weeks ago, but it should line up, with the time frame. So we got the stripes on the rally car. I just been driving the turbo car, and I rebuilt and fixed up my trailer this past week as well, and I worked on the 99 car, which you guys saw in the last video. So that stuff took me normal video time frames to get done, but you guys didn't get to see it until a couple weeks later. The trailer is looking sick because I just put all new. So this trailer used to have like a roof and stuff on it, and it was parked behind Charles' house. I just put all new wiring, all new lights on the whole thing. The deck's pretty solid. Rebuilt the wheel bearings again. We did before I hauled it here, but fixed it up. So I'm stoked. Another update on project stuff. Everyone's, not really everyone, but a few people have been asking about the Holley Sniper things. And the Holley Sniper install is happening next week. So you guys are going to see this video at the end of this week. On this weekend, I'm going up north for a wedding, and then I have to go taking the truck and trailer. Taking the truck and trailer up north for a wedding, and then I'm going through Louisville to pick up the car that we're doing the Sniper install on. One of my buddies was wanting to make his little stock 12A more drivable, and etc., etc. We'll explain all the benefits of the Sniper in that video. My next question for you guys, okay, and more of a just so kind of moving forward, what to do kind of thing for content for you. I feel like one of the big things for me is I don't want to get burnt out doing this stuff. So the rally car is one of those projects that I really don't want to get rid of it until it's done, right? Meaning everything is sorted, it's perfect, we can't rush that build, right? But the hard part is I'm to the point in the build now where, I could spend a week working on it, and it's not going to look like I made any progress to you guys, right? Obviously, the lower part of the dash will be on, the wiring's all done, etc., etc. The rest of the stickers go on, which you guys will see in the next video on that, etc., or at least you'll see the hood stripes go on in this video. But the rest of the stickers, and then it's pretty good, but I just have a little bit more time. So I want to ask you guys this question, my ramblingness. I planned on, we're doing a track day in July, the beginning of July, okay, which is coming up quicker than I know it's going to come up. The RX7 is the track steed for that. That's the whole goal with this car, is to take it there and just go beat the crap out of it. So I'm putting tires and wheels on it because I know I can outdrive these tires and they're pretty crappy. So we're going to put good tires and wheels on it. We're going to upgrade the brakes, not like big brake kits. We're just going to put aggressive pads in it, stock rotors, and I'm going to overhaul the fluids, not really the drivetrain, but change all the fluids, put an aluminum radiator in it, and service all of the intake stuff, right? Personally, I would like to do, coilovers, half cage, and a racing seat before I take it to the track, because I know I'm going to slide out of that seat, and I know I'm going to complain that the car's too soft, because I've driven RX8s before, and typically the rear of them is just a little underdamped, and I can bottom it out on the Dragon, let alone bottom it out here at a track. So what are your thoughts on trying to, I think, put the rally car on hold for a week as far as videos for you guys, or 2-3 weeks, and we're going to focus back up on the RX8 and try to get this thing dialed. I'm going to pull it in the garage. We're going to yank everything off the engine, get all that stuff fixed up. So comment below if that's something you guys want to see sooner, or if we should go ahead and just finish the rally car. The thing that does suck about doing it that way which is just something that all of you guys can understand, right? Budgeting and building a car. You know, like I have a real job that makes money, that helps pay for some of this stuff. YouTube here doesn't make enough money to pay for this stuff, but not going to not show you guys. Finishing the rally car and selling it is going to make the RX7 awesome, right? And just like getting that money back from that build to start the next build is huge, you know, around here. And then I can start working on this car, you know, and finish up the 99 car how I want, etc., etc. So I don't know. That's my almost 6 minutes of telling you what's been going on the last couple weeks, so I appreciate you guys watching. Right now, we're going to hop back in. I'm going to show you guys a couple quick things I did on the projector so that I can lay out the hood stripes on the Millen car. And we're going to get the hood stripes laid out and put on the Millen car, and that is going to make this thing look so good. If you guys couldn't tell from the last video, I am so stoked with how this thing's turning out. And it's so nice to see it around here. And I can't wait to tell you guys the whole story as to why I wanted to build this. And I just feel like the whole story video needs to happen when the car is complete. And then I can, you know, it's epic. So let's get to the live action, or I guess the blowing, doing stuff. And we're going to go ahead and start cranking on the rally car. Before we go to me being done with this, I'm going to interrupt you again and show you what it looked like on the projector prior to going. So there's that. I simply reconfigured a few of the projector settings, changed the keystone up a little bit, and then compensated with a couple more angle or thingy. I held it up, adjusted the keystone, held it, adjusted it, held it, and I was like, oh, that's good. And then I looked at it and tried to replicate that as best as I could. You can see here, I got this little corner lined up. The hood line from the picture doesn't match the hood line on the car, but it is the exact same offset at each end. I did measure with a tape measure to verify that the stripes are in fact centered, which they are. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to follow this little template and we're going to lay this out. My sister, when she put this together, simply lined up the bottom of the hood there, but I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just keep the stripe lines where they're at, because they do line up, and just run it in there, and I think we'll be good to go. But you guys already saw that, so here's me after I've done all of this. Alright guys, I had to film this. My first reaction, sorry for being tired, but holy cow, this is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's sick. I'm so stoked. I'd say it's exactly how I imagined it would have been in the 80s, you know, like race car, like 6 rallies into the year. They had to touch the stripes up a little bit, you know. Just kidding. It's actually way better than that. This thing's like brand new. But like, you know, with this, the beat up rocker panel. man, I'm just so stoked at how it came out. This was way easier than the sides. The surface is pretty flat. I did have some trouble coming through the hood lines a little bit, especially in the yellow, just because I was making a pretty rough turn and then had to turn back, but we got it pretty dialed. I've got some sun baking and pushing bubbles out left to do, but for a cold run on a humid night, I'm super stoked with how this came out. I mean, it looks so good. It looks so good. And this is exactly, 8 months ago when I took this car, which was a really just beat up, but pretty good shape, but pretty beat up rally car. Flipped it upside down, painted everything, restored the bottom of the car, put it back on the ground, painted the whole car with the vision of this in my head. Right? This is what I wanted. This is the stripes, the rims, once I get the numbers and the letters on here, guys, this thing is going to look insane. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. If I was not exhausted from a long day of work, you would be able to tell that I'm way more excited, but holy cow, guys. Holy cow. It looks so good. I've just been out here for the last 30 minutes looking at this thing, and I decided to film this clip, so guys, it looks good. Here's a little close-up action. Look at the scaling. Here to here, right? It's the same. We did solid. I say we, hi. Yeah, all right, we're a little big on this side. This side a little small. But still, from this far away, that's symmetrical. And you can't beat that. That's all hand laid, hand deal. There's my image my sister made for me. Let me zoom it out. She drew that up on the computer, and that's what I projected onto the car, and then I used the skew of the projector to I think it slimmed the stripes out. You can see what she had was a little bit bigger in the middle for the blue, and I guess I slid it down too because I was projecting over this. But guys, this is insane. So ready to put the marker lights in, get the windshield trim on. I re-trim blacked all of the door frames, the window frames on that earlier. I need to re-trim black, just kind of touch up. I think the hinges will probably be okay and just clean them up. Re-trim black this piece right here on both sides. So stoked. Let me tell you, the worst thing about doing vinyl is all the sticky stuff that gets everywhere. I don't like walking in shoes. It's like having bubble gum over the foyer shop. Alright, well, I'm going to stop gawking over this. I'm going to go edit a video, and then we're going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to button up some of the dash stuff, the wiring stuff. I've got all week to crank on this thing, fill up some content for you guys in this video, get a lot of stuff done, even though this is the magnitude of getting it done. So, when we get a sunny day, it's pretty rainy. Y'all are going to see some sick shots of this in this video, out in the sun, looking epic. But I'm going to bed for now. So, we'll see you after some sick shots of this. Alright, my dudes, we have officially finished the left side of the dash. And I am stoked. As you guys just saw, a big old fly. As you guys just saw, it looks crispy, and the service lights look awesome. I am beyond stoked. One of the pieces, the cigarette lighter piece, was actually a brown piece. So this piece here was brown. I unplugged the light. The cigarette lighter plastic was brown, and I had painted it with that Sim vinyl paint, the same stuff that I restored the dashboard itself with. So if you haven't seen the dashboard restoration video, that one came out pretty sick. Huge transformation in like your old crappy red dash to then make it nice and vibrant again. You can see it, the color of it back in there. So you like vinyl prep, I use the same plastic stuff for that. So the left side of the dash is finished. Now, not in this video, but in the next video for the rally car, which might be a while, as we are going to start the Sniper EFI conversion next week. Not that I have enough going on as it is right now, but I promised my buddy I'd get it done for him, and I want to get his car good to go for the season. Not that, well, I guess it's a good running 12A car right now, but we want to make it better. So I've been reading back up on the Sniper, stoked to install that system on that car, stoked to install that system on other cars like my Jeep CJ7, maybe my mom's 57 Chevy Bel Air. And yeah, excited to be able to figure it out on his car. So that's coming next week. Get stoked. Monday, we're tearing that up. Tomorrow, Friday, I had a lovely commenter ask about breaking in your engine and different things to do. So I'm going to make a quick video on that. I'll film it right after I get done filming this. So, next on the rally car. Sorry, the aside. If you've been here long enough, you know I like to talk a little bit. I went and swiped the air conditioning box here from the car down there. And on 8485, the tube is different, I believe, between the center and the heater box. So I just swiped this. I'm going to go ahead and completely gut this box to where it's just an empty box and seal it up. And then this box will get put back in the car just as an empty box and connect the blower motor to the central heater system. So under here, excuse the non-covered wiring, but basically from this hole right back there to this hole right here needs to be connected so that the air that blows out of this reaches that, which then gets just discharged out of the center, and most importantly, the defrost. Literally, the only thing that's hooked up in here is the defrost. Those vents have a dash bar running straight through them. Now, is the ductwork in there? Yes, but the dash bar runs through it. So, if you're curious on how that works, go back and look at the dash bar installation video. So, with that being said, get stoked for a slight change of pace. Don't worry, the race car is not going anywhere super soon. It's just that we've now reached the point in the race car build where the last 20% takes a ton of time. So just buttoning things up, which are not huge magnitude changes that are easy to show in a video. You know, like it's going to take me a couple hours, a lot of hours, to finish up the wiring and do things like that, which is stuff I can work on in the intermission while I'm giving you guys the Sniper content and then ideally the RX8 content. So I don't know if I left that in at the beginning of the video, but I was a little flustered before I started the wrap on this, just with making sure I had stuff planned out for you guys in the future and things to keep me busy. So get stoked for that. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. You guys are, you know, much of the reason that I do this, besides using the videos every week to hold me accountable to finishing stuff. I saw a guy comment where most people don't put their words into action. Well, around here, I have you guys to make sure that I put what I say in videos into action in the next video. So thank you guys for holding me accountable. And like I said, I'm stoked. This thing, if you saw my Instagram post today, yesterday, whatever day, at Rad Potential, when I backed this thing out to get the B-roll for this video, let me tell you, it is pretty surreal to see this car in my driveway at my house, like this livery, you know? Like I would say I grew up, but like in high school, when I was racing dirt bikes and stuff and learning about rally, you know, all because of Travis Pastrana, dirt bikes to rally, then me, I'm like, all right, we're going to college, got to get a rally car. Started learning about rally, and found RX7s, and then found, this car. This is like the car. The reason I'm building this car is because of that. It's like the inspiration for all of my rotary madness. And it's surreal to see it sitting in the driveway. It's one of those, it's like, as I've been building it, I'm really kind of hating that I'm planning on selling it because, well, it's epic. This thing is awesome. So, enough of my rant. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And, yeah, hit that subscribe button if you like cool vintage rally cars. Maybe we'll see you around more than just once. So, peace, guys. Keep it rad. Man, it's so good.